to Wealthy Wednesday Facebook. I just figured. CEO Laura, how are you? Lobo, how are you? Merrick's Kathy, how are you? Oh, you've had the issue too? Okay, so you guys have issues with social media as well. All right, well, I know it's not just me and I'm not just crazy. Las Salinas, how are you? Hi, Remo the Realtor. Hi, honey. Thank you for watching, Camila. Claudia, how are you? Guadalupe, how are you? Ayuda en Español, how are you? How are you guys? Hello, Hilda. Hey, Norma. Summer 11. So this filter that's going on Instagram is pretty solid, but who cares if I don't have the filter? I just really like the way it looks, makes my skin look. All right. So Daniela Marie, how are you? Who else is on here? Who else is on here? Okay, so Facebook has been wacky lately. Okay. Yes, okay, because there's a lot of people doing live, so maybe they never imagined that everybody could be going live, right? Patty, how are you? Lynette, how are you? I'm laughing because it's hard not to laugh when I have my husband in the back just rolling with the baby. It's hard not to laugh, and he's laughing right now. I know he is. I'm trying to, Sandra, how are you? Pati Ramirez, Max 2409. Look at me and tell me you're not laughing. Oh, he's not laughing. Borges, how are you? The beautiful baby. Yes, he's with the beautiful baby, Camila. Okay, well, welcome to Wealthy Wednesdays. Yeah, we do whatever it takes. I just needed 5 minutes before this, so I was like, please leave me alone for 5 minutes, just so that I can get myself situated mentally. But see, I even forgot to put my earrings. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is not to have earrings. Like, I wear earrings every day. It's weird. Your Jefa asked for your book in Spanish. It's not out in Spanish yet. Hopefully by the end of this year, God willing. But no, I don't have it in Spanish yet. That'll be my next accomplishment. So it's not in Spanish. Well, welcome to Wealthy Wednesdays. For those that it's your first time, please post on here that it's your first time. Most of you that are coming up, I know you guys have been on here a few other times, but if it's your first time, please post on here that it's your first time and the city that you're tuning in from, so that I know where you guys are tuning in from, because we have listeners from all over the world. I've had people from the Philippines, I've had people from New York, from Texas, from Chicago. So please let me know where you guys are tuning in from first and foremost. And if it's your first time, hopefully it's not your last. And for those that have continuously supported Wealthy Wednesdays, I love you and appreciate all of you so very much for you guys' continued support, love, attention, and just the community that you guys are. So I just really want to say thank you. First time from Monrovia, welcome. Hopefully it's not your last. And also, I wanted to let you know how we started Wealthy Wednesdays. And we started it as me just giving a different perspective on certain topics. And so, first time from Analisco. Oh, I haven't seen that one in a while. Welcome. And so it was just different perspectives, or people have had questions and they would ask me, how would you handle this? So then I said, I get different people asking me the same question. So I said, why not create a community where we can all win from it. So I just wanted to say we started this, and we have been going strong for a few years, and you guys have been amazing, amazing supporters, amazing contributors to Wealthy Wednesday. So thank you for that, and I'm just very grateful. Also, I wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you guys recently saw on my social media, I posted 2 things that have been happening to myself and my best friend. It's so crazy how my best friend and I were just talking about this yesterday, on how things through thick and thin, we've been there for each other. And to both of our sister-in-law, something was happening. So to her, if you guys noticed, if you guys probably saw it on the news, my best friend's sister-in-law, Veronica's sister-in-law, lost her brother. He was jogging and somebody hit him. It was a hit and run, and they can't find the person who hit him. So if you guys happen to know of any information, I had posted that on my social media. Please, if you do have any information, reach out to the police out in, I believe it's like Corona or Santa Clarita. That's one. And second, I also wanted to say thank you, because my sister-in-law actually lost her younger sister was missing, and I posted this on social media, and I know some of you had reposted, and I actually found her. So I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because as I mentioned to you guys, that's what communities are. They help one another, and so you guys help me help them, and so just wanted to say thank you for that, because I can only imagine on both of them, like my sister-in-law and my best friend's sister-in-law, that like one of them's missing her sister, the other one's lost her brother due to a hit and run. So there's so much stuff, but yet through this community, you guys were able to, she went missing in Roland Heights, and they found her in La Puente. So, older woman, schizophrenic, there's just a lot of stuff, but she was in a home, and because she's an adult, they cannot technically stop her from going out because she wanted to go buy something. So I just want to say thank you for that. Not getting too much into the logistics of that, but just really wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. So also, for those that it's your first time, as you guys keep going on here, I just want to keep talking to you guys, but I got to stay focused because I have a lot of squirrel moments, as I've been told. I wanted to let you know that I am the author of A Latina's Guide to Money. So if you have not gotten the book, you can definitely get it on Amazon for like $20. Or you can get the ebook. That's a free version. It's the exact same book. It's just instead of you paying for it, you actually get it in your email, and you just have to go to my website, evamacias.com, and you can get it immediately sent to you via email. Of course, you got to give us your email so we can send it to you. And so yeah, you can pay $20, or you can go on my website, put your email, and we send it to you for free because we want the information to be out there. So I'm the author of A Latina's Guide to Money, and I'm also the owner of Eva Macias and Associates Financial and Insurance Services, where we do financial services and insurance services. And I am the creator of my baby, my little passion project, which has been a financial boot camp where the model is you're worthy of having it all. And if you're an alumni, please post on here that you're an alumni. I see Debbie on here. I see a few other ones that are on here that are alumni. If you're an alumni, please post that you're an alumni. I'm going to take a moment really quickly to say hi to a few people. Michelle Lopez, Claudia Cornejo, Debbie Zamora, Julie Estrada, Martinez Maria, Frankie, what's up? Claudia Recio, I know you're an alumni. Katie, Yvonne, your baby Sara is so beautiful. Who else is this? Hello, Alina. Dia Gonzalez, Julie Fuentes, Vero Diaz. Like, you guys are all amazing. Thank you guys for just jumping on here and listening to Wealthy Wednesdays. Oh, I love it when you guys post alumni, because then I see who's on here. So yay, alumni. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about Financial Bootcamp in just a bit. I actually want to get to the topic. So, it's a little difficult sometimes to come up with different topics. So thank you for you guys for always making a contribution to like different topics. If you want something specific, you can go and send me an email, text message, DM me, whatever you want in regards to different topics that you want to talk about. I have no problem talking about them unless it's a topic that I don't feel comfortable talking about. So thank you guys. But today's topic for Wealthy Wednesday, I really wanted to focus on, if you guys notice, you guys get my emails and you see it on my social media, is we talked about the power of certain things, right? But the power of less is more. And so what do I mean by less is more? So I'll give you an example of a room, right? If you notice when you walk into a room, and let's just say you have what you need, right, into a room, you have a couch, you have a table, you have a rug, you have a plant, whatever your basic needs are. Okay, you have your basics, your basic things, and it looks beautiful. Have you ever walked into a room where it is so cluttered and you don't even know where to sit? And you're like, I have a couch, but maybe you have all this laundry, and I'm not judging, okay? Like, I'm totally not judging. I have tons of stuff on my couch right now, right? But what I'm saying is, where you have just like laundry, maybe some paper, maybe some, kids' toys, maybe like just stuff, maybe your kids' backpacks lying around, like, you know what I mean? Just stuff, right? If you're like me, when I walk into a clean space, I feel really at peace, I feel really calm, I feel really refreshed. Imagine your room, like imagine these two rooms, imagine one where it's peaceful. When you go buy a home, it's those, what do they call them? The the display homes, right? They're beautiful. They want you to imagine what it would look like if you live in these properties. Like everything's so picture perfect, everything matches, everything's arranged, there's flowers in the right places, there's no dead plants, you know what I mean? But then imagine you walking into the house that people normally use. It's very different. It's a different experience. Model homes, there you go. Thank you, Norma. So I say that because the same thing happens in your finances, right? So imagine your finances holding space, whether it's here, right? All here where we can't go to bed at night because we're thinking about what we're doing, what we're not doing, da, 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 right? But imagine your finances where less is more as well. I think through this pandemic, what we are learning is how to live with our basic needs because we can't go anywhere. Everything's closed. We don't want to go and spread germs, or we don't want to get germs, right? So right now, if you look at it through this pandemic, what the pandemic has taught us is that less is more. I'm getting messages every day. Because of this pandemic, I now have more money in my bank account. And what it's done, it's just really been that you've had less places to go out, less distractions really. That's just it. It's just a less of a distraction. So I say that because that's how you get to look at it when you come to your finances. It's removing all the unnecessary distractions that would keep your finances from getting all messy and overwhelming, or just where you don't even want to deal with them, right? Because how often, and I've been very guilty of this in the past, how often are your finances so complex, like just you don't even want to deal with them, and you're like, ugh, every time I think of opening my bank account, I'm just like, ugh, or I don't want to balance out my checkbook, if any of you guys do that, or I don't even want to go in there because I know I haven't been doing what I've been doing. I've been spending a bunch on Amazon. Like, I don't know, whatever your story is, right? If you're guilty of these, raise your little hand, because I know I have. But in the journey of getting to, where I'm at and learning the tools and applying the tools, I've learned that less is more. So why is it that it's really easy for me now, as the little hands go up, is because now I know what needs to be taken care of. I've trimmed out the fat in my finances, right? And I've said, what are my basic needs that I can't live without? And trust me, I can live without Starbucks. I absolutely can, okay? But I talk about, a roof over your head, groceries, your car, your insurance, your health insurance, your life insurance, and your car insurance. You see what I'm saying? Like, those are fundamentals. And so my reason behind less is more is understanding that the less chaos you have in every space of your mental space, the more you will have to be able to give that time and energy to the things that actually matter, like your health, your family, right? Your attention can be on things that bring joy to your life, right? Trust me, I do not believe, or don't trust me, but I do not believe just buying stuff brings like personal satisfaction forever. It doesn't. Like, if you ask me, what's that one item that you bought that just brought you so much joy? Like, okay, I bought, I bought this and it brings me joy, but I'll probably forget about it in like a month, right? So different things, like I've bought so many things in the past that I've actually given them away because I don't longer need space for them. So, and mind you, I do have stuff. Like, I hope you guys don't get it twisted where, oh my God, I was living this perfect life, because I am not. I'm just human, just like you. I have to check myself often. Yes, I have a garage full of stuff as well. And I say this because I'm always learning with you. And what I find out in my cleaning process and my less is more is, this really works for me. And I'm always in my head, people. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm always, if you're a woman, you have a lot of things going on in your head, right? Men, maybe you're a little different. You're like, point A, point B, we're good. Women, we're thinking about, like, right now, as I'm looking at you guys and paying attention to this, I'm looking at, like, who's replying. I just looked up and I realized, oh, there's a spider web right there. I got to take that off. Like, there's all these conversations going on in here, right? And so learning through the journey of how can I quiet and silence this so that this becomes less, so that more of my presence, of my being present, can be in that present moment, sharing it with my daughter, sharing it with my husband, sharing it with people in front of me, because how often do we get distracted, right? There's so much to get distracted by: social media, TV, just so many things. So I invite you today to take a look at what areas in your life, whether it be cleaning a room, in your life, can you really create this model of less is more, right? The less bills you have, the more money you can save. The less chaos, or the less chaotic your finances are, the more, or not the more, but you will create peace. So when you be courageous enough to handle your finances and clear out the fat, the unnecessary, then it allows us to spend that time and money. You end up taking control of your finances, which then give you more time and money. If you think about it right now in this present moment, this is a perfect example of how we are creating more time and more money. Like right now we have all the time in the world, right? Because we're home. We're not wasting our time in traffic. We're not wasting our time on unnecessary things that we don't really need. And because we're not spending it on overspending on food, eating out, because that's usually everybody's main thing, we end up creating more money. So right now is a perfect time to take back your power and saying, I'm going to really own and take power over my finances and deal with these little demons that I have in my head, and just really simplify my finances to a level where if someone were to ask me what your like how many bills do you pay, you would be like 10. Boom. The only variable expense would be your groceries, like literally. And so why do I say that? Because how many marriages are not broken up because of financial stress? How many kids don't feel like they don't have money and they start thinking that they don't have money and they're living in this lack of, because their parents always say no tenemos dinero, right? So if we were to just really own and take our power back, then our children wouldn't be having those conversations, right? Today I was talking to one of the alumni, and she was saying, oh my God, I can't believe I finally opened up I opened up a savings account and I opened up an investment account. And she goes, it was so scary for me to do that. And I said, really? I said, why? She goes, because I've never done this. And I said, interesting. I said, so as we were talking about this, I literally told her this, and please beep me out. I said, just remember, every single time you're in fear about something powerful, it's the broke bitch on your left side. And we ain't got time for no broke bitches. Literally, that's what I told her. So sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But I said I had to remind her that there's a broke woman inside of her telling her, don't, you're broke, you can't do this. Like, we all have it. It's called our ego, right? You literally, like, you can't do this. Don't do that because you might fail. Like, this is your little broke bitch. That's what I told her. And I'm whispering, because I'm sure there's kids watching this. So I said, your little broke ego. I said, but then you have this really powerful this really powerful human on this side, powerful, that can't listen because this ego that's broke is speaking so loud, this one you can't hear it. I said, so remember, you got to silence her quickly so that this powerful woman can actually now have clarity, and you can start making those money moves that everybody talks about. Oh, money moves. No, they're not money moves. It's just silence the ego and then apply the knowledge that you know, and then you'll win, right? So somebody, Tiscareno01 said, your boot camp allowed me to have peace with my finances. I can sleep better at night again. I'm so grateful. Aw, I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you taking it and trusting me. So I invite you today to, I'll tell you, for me, my less is more is right now the garage. Like, I can tell you right now, the garage in my house is just driving me crazy. And I'm a contributor to it as much as my husband is. And I'm just like, ooh, right now I just write. Exactly. Inhale peace, exhale joy. And so that's one. My finances, it took me a few times before I can create the financial boot camp that allowed me to understand why I was doing certain things so that this can create peace for me. Everything that I've done because I needed the help. And I've had to get creative. And when I have, and it's worked on me, I'm able to share it with all of you so that this way, if something that I said that sparked something for you to start taking control of your finances. And really, we only control so much. So if we're going to control something, control what you can, and everything really is up to the big guy upstairs. Because if you believe in God, which I know all of you do, there's only so much you can control, and yet you control nothing. But you can make a contribution to you praying to God, oh God, give me more peace, oh God, give me more peace, and yet you do nothing to create more peace. Then don't expect to have peace because you're doing nothing to contribute to that. But if you're praying upon, God, I need more money, God, I need more peace, God, my husband and I are always arguing or seeing different about money, like whatever your conversations are. I don't know what your conversations are. That you become the person that's going to resolve that as well. Not give me this, it's God, who do I need to be in this present moment so that this way my household has more peace, or peace in general, not even more. You can't have more, you just have it. So God, who do I need to become in this moment to create peace in my home? Or God, who do I need to be in this moment to create more peace in my finances? God, like literally, and I say that to God because then this voice, this powerful voice, because you have it, call it intuition, ladies, will speak so loud you could no longer ignore that voice. And that's when it becomes so much easier for you to make moves, right? And I say that because it wasn't until I started listening to my real, genuine self, and I say this, and people that know me understand me. My first thought is never my genuine thought. It's my second thought. My first thought is always egotistical. Even like, oh, for example, I was like, oh man, like I need to dye my hair. Like that was my first thought. My second thought is, oh my God, my hair is so beautiful. Like I tell you that. So I always tell people that know me, my first thought is my ego. My second thought is is really my genuine thought. And I've had to learn how to be in relationship with me. I've had to learn who I really am. And through the process of letting go of things, letting go of just a lot of conversations that aren't serving, I've noticed that my life has enhanced because I've been praying about it, but I've also been doing about it, right? I've been becoming about it. So with your finances, just remember less is more. With the rooms in your house, less is more. Even with your kids, I'm sure, like, I can give you this example currently, what I'm experiencing. there's no urgency for me to go back to work, only because since I knew we were pregnant, we prepared for this. And I am enjoying seeing how quickly she's changing. It gives me peace of me doing nothing. I do nothing but stare at her, change her diaper, feed her. Like that brings so much joy. I don't need to do anything else in this world. Change diapers, feed her, and look at her. And that brings joy in my life right now, right? Was it joyful the first 2 weeks? Hell no. It was chaotic. It was ugly. Hormones. There was a lot of stuff going on with me. But then when I embrace that this is my life, and I learned to appreciate it, and I learned to say, let me let go of whatever conversations I have in my head, and let me just really appreciate the beauty that I just gave life, then everything started changing. Like even the way she smiled at me started changing. The way she started connecting with me started changing. Kids at a very young age connect with you. Like I'm seeing that every single time I speak to her, she literally like listens. She's listening. And so I say that is because we need to do the work, we need to look within, and we need to understand that less is more in every area of our life. Just true, genuine love, authenticity, connection, and not just for like, not only just within yourself, because when you're connected with you, nobody can make you feel any less than. And when you're connected with you, you can really give everybody else your full self. So did any of that resonate with you? Because I can speak forever, and this is where I get to have a breakthrough, is less is more. But did any of this resonate with you? And if it did, please post on here. I see a lot of new faces. Hey, Marilyn. Fabio, how are you? Vero, if it did, please post yes, or a little, yeah, give me a thumbs up, give me something. Tanya, how are you? Jennifer, Brenda, Susie, Yolanda, Misael, Liz Flores. Mm, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And sometimes I go off on tangents and sometimes I'm crazy. I get it. But trust me, I'm crazy with the mission, with an intention to leave this world better than I found it. And so if I can make a contribution through words, through books, through boot camps, through the services that I provide, through the relationships that I have, I'm going to. And remember when, oh, I love you, Nancy. Nancy's like so amazing. She's a nurse at Kaiser and so amazing. She said, yes, I resonated. I only wish I had a pen and paper to take notes. Well, you can always watch the replay so you can take notes. I post them on my YouTube channel. You have to look under Eva Macias and Associates, and these Wealthy Wednesdays actually get uploaded there. Didn't know if you knew that, so hopefully now you can go back and be like, oh, what was she talking about? The topic is less is more. So great. Yes. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me. But I also wanted to talk about the financial bootcamp because now that it's growing even more and more and more, the last one we had 65 alumni, literally, that we just embraced. So it's been over 250 participants now. 65. We already have 40 that registered for this upcoming one on, when is this? June 9th is the next one. So I'm going to talk to you about bootcamp. So who is bootcamp for? Bootcamp is for anybody who wants to really start taking control of their finances. Now, if you're an alumni and you're like, I want to redo it, you're more than welcome. It's the lowest price that it'll ever be, which is $99. So bootcamp actually started at $99 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Bootcamp regular price is $499. Because of the pandemic, I brought it down to $99. That's a $400 savings. Let me tell you, $499 is totally worth the bootcamp. You will save yourself so much more money than just the $500. It's an investment in you, okay? And I'm not going to try to sell it to you. It's either you believe it or you don't, right? You spend $500 on shenanigans any time of the day. You spend it on Starbucks, you spend it at Marshall's, you spend it at groceries, on things that you probably threw away. So I'm not going to even go into the value of it because I know it's worth the $499, if not even more. But it's $100, so it's $99. So who is it for? It's for anyone who wants to really start understanding their finances a little bit better. Maybe if you want to buy a house, maybe if you want to pay off your house early, understand how to do that. Or for anybody who maybe has debt or does not have debt, if you have debt, how to think of debt a little bit differently. For those that are thinking about saving, investing, what does that really look like? It's really like your basic fundamental of getting your foundation so solid so that any move that you make comes from the foundation of your finances. So, oh, I love it. Sandra just put bootcamp. Highly recommend. It's for everyone. Yes, right? So that's who it's for. Who it's not for is for those that are not going to do the work, for those that are expecting for me to solve your financial problems, which I'm not going to. You get to do the work for you. This is your journey. Oh, Miss Froggy87 said it's totally worth it. So if you're like always a negative naysayer, don't even do it. You're going to waste your money, and I'm not here to waste your money or your time. Bootcamp, what is it? June 9th, it starts. I'll come back to that really quickly. Bootcamp starts, it's June 9th, and it starts for 5 Tuesdays from 6:30 to 8:30. They are not pre-recorded. These are live boot camps like you would go when I used to have them here present, but now we're doing them on Zoom. You will get a Zoom link. So once you register, the Thursday before class starts, we send you a link with the Zoom link. Every Thursday we send a new Zoom link, and every Thursday you'll get an email on what items to bring for the following class. So we're going to totally support you because we understand that you forget. It's going to be all in your email. So when you register, you can register how? Through the link in my bio or through my website, evamacias.com. Click bootcamp. It'll say here, 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 here. Click on it. Just get it done. It's really easy. Let me tell you something. I made it so easy because I wanted, like, your kids can probably, like, if you have a child who knows how to use, like, they'll probably do it for you. Like a 12-year-old can do this, right? Super easy. I'm not tech savvy, so I've had all of the people who know about technology to make it super easy for people. It's click, 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 pay, boom. You will get a thank you, you registered, and then you won't get anything. You will get something until the Thursday before bootcamp starts, okay? So just so that you know. why did I create this? Well, before I go into my why, let me just read your comments. I didn't know that the videos were on YouTube. I'm going to listen to them in the morning with my cafecito. Yes, 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 yes. Please, please, please. Oh, that's my husband. Okay. You will be bringing vision board nights back once this is all over. I would be interested. Yeah, we probably can do that for sure. Okay, so why did I create Financial Bootcamp? Because I was tired of hearing mostly women that they don't have time or money, because I just was tired of it. But they didn't have time or money to invest in themselves. They didn't have time and money to invest in retirement accounts. They didn't have time and money to pay off their debt. They didn't have time and money to go and buy their own car. They didn't have time and money to get into their home of their dreams or buy a house. So that's why I created it. And you can buy my book, and my book isn't going to give you what the bootcamp gives you in person. So, is she asleep, babe? Okay, great. So, thank you. So, I say that because I created it with the intention that this will be your foundation, and then from there, once this bootcamp is done, you come and see me so that I can be able to then help you take action in those areas of your life that maybe you couldn't take action, especially in the savings and investing. My goal is that everybody opens up an investment with me, whether it be, a retirement account, whether they get life insurance, whether they buy a house for my husband, whether they sell a house with my husband, like that I can help you with, whether they set up a trust, all these different things. So I have a lot of resources. So yes, let's give my husband a hands-on. He's a hands-on daddy. That's right. Okay. When is the last day to register? The last day to register is June 4th. So June 4th, last day to register. June 9th is when the class starts. Okay. Do I have a limit on people? So it's whoever registered up until June 4th. Reason being is because you actually get a congratulations box, and I need to make sure that I have enough of the goodies. If you guys saw my social media, I kept reposting them of people that were receiving their goodies. It's your bootcamp alumni t-shirt that you cannot buy anywhere. You got to earn it. Epifania will get to you for sure, I promise you. Your shirt, your bottle of water. We just added these on there, which are so amazing. These are going for the cafecito at home, hashtag in the morning. Wish it was wine, but it's not. Just kidding. It's actually water. And so, yeah, you get a congratulations, you get your certificate, you get all kinds of goodies. And so I need to make sure that I have enough of the goodies. So that's why I said by when. So by when is June 4th is the last day to register. Whoever got in, got in. The last class was 65 participants. And let me tell you something. I was afraid, my little small ego was afraid that people weren't going to jump on, that out of 60, maybe only 20 were going to jump on. 60 plus people were constantly on it. So I was just so amazed by your contribution to want to learn for yourself. How old do you have to be? Wow, that's great. 18 and over would be great. I don't think this class is for anybody who's not financially responsible, who doesn't have a job. Like I can't see a 13-year-old benefit from this class. I just can't. So yeah. So how old do you have to be? 18 and over. We had an incredible participation. Yes, it's very hands-on and it's very live. Like I might just call you and be like, hey, Stephanie, hey, Liz, hey, Julie, like I want to hear from you. You're gonna be like, oh damn, you're gonna get put on the spot. And I don't say that, don't freak out and don't be like, oh, I'm not gonna register because of that. It's just I want to make sure you guys get your money's worth. Like if you have a question, Vele helps me moderate it. She helps me with it. And we try to answer as many questions as we possibly can in a 2-hour time span. And yes, you do work. And you do the work and we get right to it. There's no room for you to think anything of but to get the job done. So yes. So first and foremost, this is for all of you powerful ladies and gentlemen, because we have had men sign up. This last time we actually had all women. Just like if you want to take yourself to the next level, register for this. I'll give you this like simple thing. If you don't have at least $10,000 in your savings account, this is for you. If you have more than that, this is still for you. But for sure, if you do not have at least a minimum of $10,000 in your savings account, this is the place where you need to start getting into the mind space of why you don't and how we can get you there. Let's just say you do have, let's just say you have $100,000 in your savings account. more for you. Yay, Claudia. This is even more for you because of the fact that if you have $100,000, I've seen this happen to so many powerful women. You have hundreds of $1,000s and they're sitting in the bank account doing absolutely nothing. You're not a homeowner. You don't have a retirement account. Like, it's just crazy to me. So there's so much power in whether you don't have $10,000 in the bank or you have hundreds of $1,000s in the bank. It's looking at it from a different perspective, a different viewpoint. And my ultimate goal for all of those that have registered is that your life gets enhanced, that you actually, like I said when I started, that you actually leave better than I found you. So my goal for all of you is for me to leave you better than I found you. And what better platform than through this boot camp that I created. And I've gotten actually a request from other financial advisors and planners, and they've asked me like, whose software did you use, or whose, I'm like, no, it's nobody's. I created this. This is all my baby. I put the time, energy, and everything to be able to make sure that this is real life. This is no BS. This is not sugarcoating it. This is straight to the point. This is the stuff that you're not going to learn in school, that you're not going to probably even learn from your parents. So I created a course that allows you to do that. And our community is constantly growing. And I know it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I also get to, as the founder of the bootcamp, get to continue to, as a community grows bigger, how we can continue to stay connected. I actually, I have 2 alumni gatherings, and this year we're not doing the one in June because of COVID-19. But let me tell you something that I look forward to the December one and see how we're going to do that considering all that stuff. So again, I wish all of you on here. There's usually hundreds of people on here from social media, from Facebook to Instagram. My goal is that you guys are all on it. So again, I'm just going to read a few little comments. I'll go. I want to join again. Do it. After boot camp, do you assist ongoing coaching or advice? Yes, I do. It's so worth it. This class, I learned so much. Liz said, have you had an alumni retake the class? I learned so much the first time, but I always feel like I can learn so much more. Yes, I have had alumni retake the class, just to let you know. So you can retake the class, and this is actually at a $99 special, so you actually get it cheaper. I know some of you paid $300, $500. If you'd had discount codes, maybe $149, but this is the lowest it's been. So if you're an alumni and you're like, I want to take it again, you are more than welcome to take it again. Register again. You'll have 2 shirts. Don't give it away. You'll have 2 shirts, you'll have 2 certificates, and you'll have all the extra goodies from the extra goodies that we've added to it, water bottles, all that good stuff. So yes. Any other questions that you guys may have? Hey, Nancy. Victoria said, it's amazing. She's in a much better place. Julie is, what day is the class? Wednesdays. I'm sorry, no, not Wednesdays. Sorry. Tuesdays from 6:30 to 8:30. So yes. So again, as I said, to close everything up, thank you for all your support with my sister-in-law and with my best friend's sister-in-law. Thank you for understanding and really going deep into the topic of less is more. And also, we can't wait to have you all join.
My workshop tomorrow.
I love you. Again, thank you all for, I already have, like Claudia already registered to boot camp. So again, I love you all. And my husband wants to say something because he just said something. So honey, would you like to share what you have going on just really quick? He's going to go grab her. So my husband, honey, did you hear me?
What was that?
I said, would you like to come in and say what's going on that you mentioned to me?
Sure. But first, let us stare at this cutie patootie.
Oh, he's so big. Oh, careful, Mr. Marley.
Look at this beast.
She's not a beast.
Look at that. Sit on the chair.
She's
Hi, Mama.
Hi, Mama. Like Daddy.
Hi.
She's gonna throw up right now, I bet you.
Hi. Throw up on Mom. Again.
Oh, she did that like 4 times already. She threw up and pooped on me all over the place. Anyway, so my husband has an important message.
Tomorrow we have a virtual homebuyer workshop at 7 p.m.
Can you please lower yourself because nobody can see you here?
Oh. Tomorrow we have a homebuyer workshop, 7 p.m. through Zoom. And Camila will make an appearance as well.
No. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to tell you why it's so important that you guys jump on his stuff. Because when I bought my first house, When I bought my first house,
Tell us more, Mom.
when I bought my first house, I was completely lost. I didn't go to no workshops. I just bought it, and then looking back, I'm like, oh my god, I had floods on my house. Like, it was crazy. So if you can take advantage of, the sun is in her face. If you could take advantage of going to a workshop that's going to empower you, that his is free. Okay, mine's a 5-week course. His virtual home buyer one is free. So if you're thinking about buying, and let me tell you something, do not let the pandemic slow your goals. Like, don't. That's your ego. That's your small little, that's your small voice saying, you can't do this because there's a pandemic. Well, the pandemic's not going to last forever. So shut up so we can start moving on with our plans. Okay. Anyways, where can they register for your stuff? Can I get the link for the home workshop?
Link in the bio.
Link in Remo the Realtor, Team Remo the Realtor, or Remo the Realtor. That's his link. For the boot camp, for my boot camp, you go to evamacias.com, or you go to the link in my bio. So let me see, because I attended that workshop and literally learned so much in so little time. Thank you, Remo. Woo, woo, see? So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can sit here and talk to you guys forever, because as you guys know, I don't really have a whole lot of adult interaction besides baby.
Look at Camila, what she's doing, everybody. That means it's
booby time.
She's saying, I'm going to try my hand, and nothing's coming out of this hand.
So 7:30 is actually her feeding time, and it's 7:42. So I got to go. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys. Kathy, thank you for posting Remo's link right there. And get to the boot camp. It's only $100. Trust me. It'll be awesome. And you'll be part of our community. So love you guys. Have a good one. And have a good night. Happy Wealthy Wednesday.
Hey, Mama.